Hey everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Qt Virtual Tech Cons webinar. This is Getting Started with Qt. My name is Mark Perez. I'm the Director of Sales for the Americas at the Qt Company. I'm going to be your moderator today. And I'd like to introduce you to your speaker, Emmanuel Penzes. He's our pre-sales engineer at Qt out of the Paris office. Before I hand over the mic to Emmanuel, I have a few housekeeping items just to cover with the presentation. Since this is a half-hour session, if you can have your Q&As down below. We're not sure if we're going to be able to address them on the live webinar, but we do have our Qt experts online that can address them in real time. The session is being recorded, and we will be making the on-demand live once the session is over, and you'll be able to access that at the live events page. So without further ado, let's kick things off and hand things over to Emmanuel. The floor is yours.
Yeah, hello everyone. Thanks, Mark, for the presentations. So yeah, I am Emmanuel Penzes, pre-sales engineer in the EMEA regions. And today we are going to show you how to getting started with Qt. So you may get a license, you may get something. So here will be the agenda. So I will just cover really quickly what is Qt, just to be sure that everybody is on the same page. It's a beginner training, so here just that you know what you have, what you get with Qt, how you can set up it after we will go. And we will try to cover an important subject for everyone because as you may know, Qt is known for his UI libraries, and you may don't know which technology you need to use for the UI. There is two main technology, Qt Widgets and Qt Quick. So I will try to give you also an overview of which one we need to try. And we will do some examples also of at least Qt Quick, and if we have time, Qt Widgets. So what is Qt? Is a framework to develop applications, and it's an all framework to do your all applications. So you can do a lot of things with Qt. So you can do UI, the main parts that are interesting most of the people, but not only. There is a lot of backend APIs. There is a lot of API for threadings, for quite everything that you need to do your software. That's the big advantages of Qt, is that you have all in one framework. And the second big advantage is that you can deploy on a lot of different targets. Today, I will focus on PC for my deployments. There is a specific getting started on device creation just after. So you can follow this one if you want to know how to deploy on targets. And there is one on Android that has been done for those mobile devices. And the advantage of Qt is that it provides you a lot of tools to develop. Today, we will focus on Qt Creator, mainly to do our developments, but you need to know that there is a lot of different tools that does exist, either to do the development or to do some UI, but there is also some for optimizations, for translations, and things like this. Just to remind you, all the targets that you are able to deploy your applications, so you can deploy on embedded, desktop, mobile, and web with WebAssembly. You have may seen some of a talk about some of those, like WebAssembly, and there is also on Yocto and embedded Linux. Something important also, Qt Creator, the IDE that I will use, it's the host. So here I talk about the target. You can use it on Windows, Linux, or macOS without any issue. So that's the main things. And for from end of last year, we also support microcontroller. It's a specific part of Qt that I will not cover here also, and the installation may differ a bit, and the integration also in Qt may differ a bit than the one that I will present here. So here, yeah, it's really a quick presentation of Qt itself. What I would like to cover is that how we set up Qt. What is your starting point, and what you need to do to just have your first application running with Qt. So the first things to do is you go to your Qt account. So normally, when you want to do something with Qt, you create a Qt account, and after you can sign in. And in the signing in, you have this download pages and you go to any of, I have a lot of license on my side, but for example, on Qt device creations, you have this Qt online installer, and you need to download this online installer. So that's the first thing. This online installer will provide you everything you need next to be able to install any Qt versions, anything like this. So get and download this online installer. So that's the first things. There is nice other things that will be covered in the next things, but you have also here the QBSP that you may include also in maintenance tool if you want to deploy on different targets. So I will not going in deep inside this, but it's something that you need to know if you want to include some boot to Qt QBSP for IMX6, for Raspberry Pi, for IMX7, and anything like this that we support, all the targets that we support. You need to go on this this page, and we will see after how we can include it in the maintenance tool. Something important about your Qt account, there is also this support center. When you have a commercial license, or at least an evaluation license of Qt, you can create any request and you get an answer in 48 hours working time. So if you have any issue with Qt, installation, setup, any problem with Qt itself, you can ask as many questions as you want. So please use it, and yeah, you can ask all the questions. So here is the first step. Please click on this online installer. After, you will get a file and you will execute this kind of maintenance tool. So I just go a bit quicker here. It asks you where you want to put it. It asks you to log into your Qt account. And at the end, you appear here, and there is a lot of things that appears, and you don't know what to install. So first, there is this package category. So there is archive for all things that we don't support anymore, but you can go, I think, under the latest version of the Qt 4, at least with archive. So you can go quite far to get any version of Qt. There is LTS. LTS means long-term support releases. I can check it and refresh. What does it mean? It's, for example, for the releases like the 5.9, the 5.12, and the 5.15 that will come end of, I would say, in the 19th of May. Those releases are long-term support. That means that they are supported for 3 years instead of all other releases like the 5.13 or 5.14 that are supported for 1 year. So if you start a project that are that you want a really long-term support on this one, you should try and get the 5.12, but I will say wait a little bit and use the 5.14 latest version and use the 5.15. Actually, on preview, you can already try the 5.15 with some release candidate. So if I refresh here, I will get more content, and it will display me all the latest releases and previews that are available. So what you need to check, so you can check directly the whole thing for a version. So for example, if you want to take the 5.12.8 or the 5.14, you select which compiler you want the Qt libraries. So here for a PC, there is either the Microsoft one or MinGW. You have all of those add-ons, I would say, that you can add here. You have Android. It asks you also to give you some more things after in Qt Creator, but there is some steps to do that. So here you have all the main part of installing Qt. In Developer Designer Tools here, Qt Creator will be selected by default, but you will find other tools like Qt 3D Studio, and I am looking for Qt Design Studio. Yeah, it's here, Qt Design Studio, and there is some other tool here. So here it's the two main things to know when you want to start. Select a version of Qt with one of those versions, and select one tools here. Thing is, you see here there is Qt for device creation. As I said, when you want to include, for example, an example for a boot to Qt software, and you want to add a target that you don't have here, you go on downloads that you have here. You can download the QBSP, store device creation, QBSP. Here, you can download it here. And after, in the maintenance tool, you have this browse QBSP file. So you can browse it, get it, for example, this one. And after, it will be displayed. It will be added the display here for this one. And you can check it and click on next and continue. When you will come back on this maintenance tool, be careful. Each thing that you untick will be uninstall. So you need to keep tick what you want to keep on your computer. That's the way how it's working on, and some people get confused about this. So that's the main thing. So just to sum up, install at least Qt Creator. It's by default selected. If you use MinGW, for example, on a Windows PC, you can install directly the compiler. Otherwise, if you have already Microsoft Visual C compiler, you can C++ compiler, you can use directly this one also. So you will get all the library installed on your computer. So that is the thing. What does it mean at the end on Qt Creator? Is that you will get this Qt Creator IDE where you can start, and if you start with Qt, it's better to have some to use directly Qt Creator for your development. It will ease your process. You can, for example, retrieve a lot of examples here for anything that you would like to do with Qt. So that's the first things. You have your projects, there is tutorials. And if I create a new file, a Qt, I will do it just later, but I would like to show you something. So here I create a QML applications. Qt. So here I create my first applications. And here you can either, when you have finished, you can select the kits that you want to use. So when you have download everything, it will bring all the kits that you want here. So what we will do for QML applications, we will use, I will use MinGW in the 5.14.2 versions of Qt. So here I finish. So here in my project, I have created a sample applications. I have just created a Hello World applications. And if I run it, I can directly play run here and start my windowed Qt Quick applications. So just to show you, you can also enable any project here that if you want to deploy on any other target. For example, if I would like to deploy on Raspberry Pi, then I will be able to select where I want to deploy just like this. So that's the big thing of Qt. It's recompiled automatically and will deploy it, be able to deploy directly on any of those devices that you have set up before. So if I go on the edit page here, I can start to do a QML applications, but first I would like to go back to my PowerPoint and explain you what are the different UI capabilities that we can do. I will just answer a question because it seems that there is some confusions. On my PC, it's because I use my own account and I have a lot of things that are selected. You don't need to install everything. You just need one version of Qt and you will use this one. On my PC is a bit, it can be a bit confusing because I need to do a lot of tests and different things. So I have installed a lot of things. But what you need to install for yourself is only the versions that you need. Okay. And we have a plugin also in terms of questions. We have a plugin also for Visual Studio. I will not cover it today, but there is some link on our documentation, and you can use it. And all the examples that you can see on Qt Creator, you can also directly download it from our Git account, or there is some way to get it in a other path. So if I come back to the UI, and if you want to do UI, you may think which technology should I use, and which technology is for me. So if I want to do like a desktop application, I will start with Qt widgets. If I want to do a typical desktop application with a mouse and a keyboard, the Qt widgets might fit your needs. It's the main part of using Qt. It's, I will say, the old way, but not deprecated way. I will say that half of our developer community continue to use Qt widgets to do applications with it. But the aim of it, and the first aim for this one, is to do really a desktop look and feel applications, really more static and things like this. If you are targeting mobile devices, embedded devices, everything that has a touch screen, even a PC with a touch screen, and you would like more smartphone-like applications, I will say, go to QML and to the 3D UIs. You can manage 3D also with Qt widget, but yeah, in either, I will recommend to use a Qt quick application. If you start with Qt and you want also to develop a PC application, you can develop a PC application with QML. I will say that Qt widget is really dedicated to one target, that it's a PC with keyboard and mouse, when QML is more cross-platform. We have web hybrid. I will not focus on this one. It's because we have we can integrate directly with Qt a web engine with Chromium, so you are able to include in your applications a web engine. So you can deploy directly your applications here. So just to give a feedback of the pros and cons of Qt Quick and Qt Widgets. So the advantages, because you can deploy, for example, your Qt Widgets application on embedded targets, it has a lower footprint of the native look and feel. That does not have Qt Quick. But it's harder to learn because it's all in C++. The advantage also of Qt Quick is the QML. You will see how easy it is to read a QML file, how easy it's to set up a window, how easy it's to do an example with QML. And it's also easy with our drag and drop tools and things like this. The big problem with Qt widgets, it has not a very good touch input support. If you need multi-touch and things like this, you will find everything in QML that you will not find in Qt widget C++. So you can use, I will say, Qt widgets in embedded if you don't need a fancy UI, really something simple that you want to deploy and lower the footprint as maximum. But you may know that the footprint on Qt Quick is a bit higher, but we have done some significant optimization during the year. And if it's not enough for you, we have also a Qt Lite tool that allow you to also shrink a bit the Qt library to just get only what you need. So you can also you are able also to get some improvements there. And there is no native look and feel, but I think it's something on the roadmap. So now let's continue with our Hello World example and try to do something with this Hello World. So here I use QMake to do my my project. We are going also more and more to CMake, so I advise you also you can use CMake to manage your build and things like this. So what do we have in this profile? We have some sources, so a main.cpp. We have some resources that include a main.qml file. So if I open the main.cpp, this has been generated because I start a new project here. So application in Qt Quick, a Qt Quick applications. If you want to do a Qt widgets applications, you select this one. You can do libraries, so you can do a lot of things. You can do Qt for Pythons, and there is also Qt for MCU, so depending. So here I am really on this Qt Quick empty applications. So I am on my main.cpp, so it initializes a GUI applications with some variables. It generates an engine, and after it's give you a main URL to my main QML file, and we load it with our QML engine and we execute. So typically what we are doing here, we are loading this main.qml file. But what you may like is maybe first to do some, to add some widgets and things like this on it. So we can go to design directly here. So here we will retrieve our window. So here we have some basics item. I would like to add a bit more. So I advise you to, if you want some button and things like this, to add the Qt Quick controls. So I add the Qt Quick controls here. So now I will get more QML type here. So we can, for example, put a text that we will put it in like this in with 30 pixels, for example. So here I generated a text. Something important in Qt, you have those layouting things. So here, if I go to the edit mode, you will see that it's defined with XY and a width 8. But I can decide to design it directly. I say I would like it in the middle of my screen, for example. So I can click on the layout and it will be horizontally centered here. I will keep this vertically like this. So I can decide. So if I shrink the width of my window, it will redisplay my text in the middle. I can also put my text in the middle like this, and we say hello everyone. If I want, for example, to add a slider, I can add a slider here, for example, that will manage, for example, the opacity of my text. So I can do it quite easily here. I go to my label, I have the opacity here, and here I can click on set a binding, and I will go to the slider and I will check the value. So now the value of my opacity of my text opacity is depending of the slider. In QML, it's look like this now. So we have a text, we have a slider. So my text does not need actually any more X positions because it's aligned vertically due to this, horizontally due to this. This slider is not aligned, so I can also align it in the middle, like with the layout here to say, okay, I can align it like this. So here I have this align thing that appears, so I can also remove the X. So here I have a window. I set up a width under 8, so it has been done by default. A title for my window. There is a text. What is important here is my text. There is this QSSTR. You might think, what does it mean, these things? It's just, if you want to translate something, you need to put this before any text. And this will become the default translation and also the ID. So after you can manage with different TS files to change the languages. But when you develop, put this if you want to translate it later and be export after. It has set the opacity because I have an ID slider and the value by default is 05. So I have the slider value here. So here I have the text and the slider. So if I run my application now, I have hello everyone, and I have this. Now let's try to put a button. So we will do some design here. We will add a button in the middle. And what can we do with this button? We can, for example, go on edit and say, okay, do a text. And what can I do is, for example, change my text here. So my text is ID is elements. So I can focus on elements dot text will be actually no, it's not this one. This one is the text of my. So here it's button. It's on clicked events. Sorry. Will be, so I put an event when it's unclicked, and what I will do there is to change my text value. So it's element.text is equal to the button text, so to text. So now here, when I will click on the button, it will say typically a button instead of hello everyone. So we can start it again. So here I have this, and if I press button, it will change the text also. So I will mainly focus on, I have 8 minutes left. I think an important topic when you start with QML is how you link it with some C++ file. So I would like to show you how we can plug it easily with some C++ file. So we will integrate in our project a new file, a C++ class here, and choose it. We will name it backend. So here I include a QObject and add a QObject. So it's a QObject actually. So that means that I will be able with this class, I will be able to communicate with the QML. So it needs to be a QObject to have, for example, this signals and slot mechanism. I have not explained it, but you can see it as an event mechanism directly that allow you to send an event from any object in Qt and connect it to a slot, and the slot is called whenever something happens. So whenever the signal has been emitted. So I do this. So here I have my class, I have my header here. We will go and create a private, for example, QString text. So it's the equivalent of a string, but with Qt and all the capabilities of Qt, a text. I will create refactoring here, and I can create some getter and setter directly. So I will create my two functions. And here I can, for example, create a Q property that it's a QString. So here I decided that it's a QString, it's text. This text is not referred to this one, but it refers to my ID that I will use directly in the QML. So a read functions, so here will be get text. A write function to set the text, so here we do this. And there is a notification that we need. So this will be called, so it's a signal that we will emit. So we need to create a signal here, like void text changed. And we say text changed here. So what we need to add now in the set text, we need to add a way of backend.cpp. We need to say, okay, when you change the text, emit text changed. So here I emit that the text has changed. So my QML will be updated. So what I have created here, I have created a property. This will give this property to be exported to the QML. And I have my backend, some function, and a text property that I access from the QML with those two functions, get text, set text, and notification system with these signals. In my main.cpp, I did now to register this class to the QML to be seen on the QML part. So to do that, we have QML register type. For example, here I will put backend. So I need to include it actually. So let's include backend.h. com.qt.io. One. I think it's like this actually. And I give it a name that I will see for my class this time in the QML. So here what I have done, I have just registered the class to the QML engine and all the QML engine. So when I go to main.qml, I have created here also I will say a packages that I can include multiple class in it. So in my main.qml, I can include now import qt.io com.qt.io. I need to generate a backend here, so I can generate now. It will know this backend. So here it will generate typically an object. It's backend, and I can send my text directly here to give it a default value. So hello everyone. Okay. Here I can say instead of this now it will be the backend.text that we change, and here the text will be backend.text. And I have 2 minutes. If there is any questions at all, we will launch it and expect that everything will work. But now I have linked everything with a C++, so we can access a property. Yeah, I missed the version here. So here I have this, and when I press button, it shows buttons. But now if so that's.
Emmanuel, really appreciate everything you've done here. And with the time remaining, we just want to do a quick wrap up for everybody. So can you kind of close off in about a minute?
I had an issue with my headset, but I think it's time to answer some questions.
So I know we will be answering the questions. There have been some being answered currently. We will be aggregating those and responding back. We did post the link to where the live recorded sessions are being downloaded, and this one will be one of them. If you guys do have any questions, we do have a live chat for with our P&S team that you can have on a one-on-one session. So please feel free to utilize that. If you guys have any feedback around the sessions, we will be issuing a survey link for you guys to provide us feedback as well. But once again, we truly appreciate everybody joining the sessions, and thank you again for all your support and being part of the Qt community. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the virtual TechCon. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.